Well, hi. Excuse the sucky video quality. My lighting sucks. Well, let me drop something on someone real quick. Listen, you know, we all have the same life. Well, not the same life, but we're all in this world because we have been blessed with the gift of life, right? So, let me make you understand something. You should never, ever, ever apologize for taking your life serious, for getting up and doing something with your life, or for even taking time out for yourself to fix yourself, to focus on yourself, even cutting out certain people from your life. You should never ever apologize for that. You don't owe anybody an explanation for doing that, for doing you. You don't owe anybody any explanation or an apology for that. That's a fact. Here's why I'm saying this. I've noticed that so many of us, we have so many ideas or so many things that we've been planning to do, but we end up finding ourselves not doing anything about it because we're so much concerned about what are my friends going to say, what is so and so going to say about it. You know, we're so concerned about other people's opinions over what we do that we forget that at the end of the day, that person has their own life. I have my own life. And me having my own life means that I have to do whatever it takes to make my life what I want it to be. I have to do whatever it takes to create a life for myself, the life that I will never have to regret any day, you know? So I feel like we just focus so much on other people's opinions that we forget to look at ourselves and look at our needs, look at what we need to do to improve ourselves, to grow, to move forward in life. And I really feel like it's a waste of life and it's a waste of destiny if you are going to wake up every day and hold back on yourself. I feel like you are really robbing yourself if you're gonna hold back on yourself because you are so worried about what other people are gonna say. You are wasting your life if you are going to be so much concerned about getting people's approval over the decisions that you make. You are really robbing yourself, you know? We need to just get to a point, each and every one of us needs to get to a point in life where you're just like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do me, I'm going to focus on me, I'm going to focus on improving myself. It doesn't matter what anyone has to say. People will talk anyways. People have always been talking. They always have something to talk about. Even if you don't have that one person that is on your side supporting anything that you do, it's fine. It's fine. The only thing that matters is if it feels right by you. If you strongly feel that it's what you should be doing for yourself, for your sake, then go ahead, do it. If you feel it's going to make a change in your life or in the lives of the people that depend on you or the people that look up to you, do it. The only thing you should care about is that you don't intentionally hurt people in the process of doing you, or you don't go against whatever it is that you believe in. Anything else really shouldn't matter. Anything else shouldn't matter. Just do you, do what you have to do. We spend so much time complaining about not having this, not having that, and we end up missing the point of not having certain things in life. Sometimes the point of not having certain things is because we need to regroup and just look within ourselves and work on ourselves and focus on ourselves, clean up our lives, cut out certain people from our lives, stop certain habits, and, you know, just focus on ourselves. You know, the reason why you are not getting your breakthrough could be that there's a character that you need to get rid of, or there's the beast inside of you that you need to awaken. But you don't look at it that way because you're so focused on complaining about, I don't have this, and you don't have time to focus on yourself, to sit down with yourself and have a serious and honest conversation with yourself because you're so busy up and down with other people, occupied by other people's issues, by other people's problems. And, you know, honestly, if people don't understand the relevance of me time, there is me time is very important, guys. Like, you really you owe it to yourself at least once a week, if not more, to have a moment to yourself where you just sit, reflect, look deep within yourself, look at your whole life, ask yourself questions. Ask yourself a very simple question: why am I here? Why am I in this world? Why am I alive? What's my purpose in this world? You need to ask yourself such questions. You need to ask yourself such questions, because nothing in this world is ever a coincidence. You're not here by mistake. You're not here just, to be a part of human beings. No. There is a reason why you're here, and you owe it to yourself to find out what that reason is. So it doesn't matter what a person has to say. You need to take time to yourself, to sit down with yourself and ask yourself that very important question: why am I here? And whatever answer that you get, if it makes somebody else uncomfortable, so be it. If whatever answer you get leads to you having to make very necessary changes in your life, then you need to do it. If it's going to lead to you losing friends, losing associates and whatever, it doesn't matter. You need to do what you have to do. And there will always be people that will be like, this one, who does she think she is? She thinks she's better. Yes, truth is, you are better, because you are taking yourself serious, because you are taking responsibility for your own life, and you are doing something to improve your life. So don't let anyone make you feel bad for wanting more out of life, wanting more for yourself. No, that's bullshit. I'm sorry, but it really is. It really is. You should never ever let a person make you feel shitty for wanting to do something, for wanting to do more than just complain about what it is that you don't have. It really shouldn't be this way. It really shouldn't be this way. So here I am encouraging you to just do you. Do everything, whatever it takes. If you feel it's going to improve you in any way, do it. It doesn't matter who says what. It doesn't matter who approves or who doesn't. It's not their life. It's your life at the end of the day. Like I said, if it feels right inside of you, if it doesn't go against whatever it is that you believe in, then that's exactly what you should be doing. That's exactly what you should be doing. Imagine there's people out there who are good at certain things, who have certain talents, and you are afraid to use that talent to your benefit. You're afraid to do anything about it because you don't want to be laughed at. You don't want to be looked at in a certain way. Don't you think you are really disappointing your creator? Do you think it was a mistake that you were given such a talent? Do you think you were given such a talent so you can wake up every day and just do something else? It's not a mistake that you have that particular gift. Use it to your own advantage. Stop being worried about getting rejected. Rejection is a part of life. It will happen whether you take a first step or not. It will happen. That's just it. So seriously, I'm encouraging you to take time out to just sit down, have an honest conversation with yourself. Ask yourself that question: why am I in this world? What's the relevance of my existence? Why am I here? What am I doing here? Otherwise, it's really a waste of a human being if you are going to die without realizing your purpose, without reaching your destiny. Honestly, that would be such a waste. So you need to ask yourself such questions. You need to just silence out everything and everyone and just sit alone and have that honest conversation with yourself. Some people out there, they are not where they're supposed to be because they keep delaying themselves, they keep distracting themselves, they keep getting themselves involved in things that have nothing to do with them. Because, well, some people, I guess, are afraid to be alone. I guess that's what it is. Or some people just don't realize that you are not here by mistake. Or some people are just, I don't know, ignorant. But honestly, I encourage you to take time to yourself. Take time, sit alone, and just have that conversation with yourself. Find out, get to know yourself, learn more about yourself. Learn more about yourself. Because honestly, you can't be a woman out here telling everybody, oh, I'm ready for marriage, blah, 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 blah. Where else you don't even know basic things about yourself. You have not given yourself time to get to know yourself. You have not given yourself time to realize your own worth. How then do you expect another person to see it? You know, I even think that's the reason why we have grown men out here busy flashing their cars at women, throwing money at women, thinking that that's what all women want. No. There's women out there that are interested in the man in you, not this face that you put up, not your money or whatever else that you keep throwing at women. And the reason why you keep throwing these things at women is because you yourself have not taken time for yourself to find out who you really are, to find out your true worth, to find out something that you can really put on the table and say, this is who I am, this is me, and me, I have 1, 2, 3. So it's really sad. It's really sad. Don't rob yourself of the time to get to know yourself. Don't rob yourself of the time to really dig deep and find out who you really are. You know, this also applies to anyone out there who is in waiting, who's trusting God for something, whether it's a job, marriage, or a child, or whatever it is that you could be trusting God for. You know, it really matters what you do while you are waiting. It really matters. Here's what I mean. Let's say you are a woman that's trusting God for marriage. You cannot sit there and say, Lord, I'm waiting for my husband to find me. You have to be doing something to yourself, inside yourself. You have to be allowing the same God that you're trusting to bring your husband to you. You have to allow that same God to transform you. You have to open yourself up and get yourself ready, prepare yourself. Even the Bible says that he who finds a wife, not he who finds a woman that he makes into a wife. No, it says he who finds a wife. So even if you are trusting God for a job, you know, there's many reasons why people are unemployed these days, and I'm not going to get into that. But let me just say this, that while you are waiting on God to give you that job, you are doing your part, you're doing the best you can, sending in applications and whatever it is that is necessary to do what you have to do. You know, sometimes you really also need to take a step back and look at your life and look at yourself and ask yourself, why is my breakthrough delayed? Because I'm not saying it's always the case, but in some situations, certain things in our lives are delayed because there is something that we need to fulfill before whatever that is can come into our lives, right? Certain things in our lives are delayed because there is a specific, there's something specific that God is currently doing in our lives, right? It could be that God is trying to teach you something, or he wants you to realize something about yourself. He wants you to, it's like, let me make an example. For someone who is in grade 9, for that student to go to grade 10, that person will have to meet grade 9 requirements, exams, homework, whatever else that is necessary, right? That's the only way the person can get to the next grade, right? So it's the same thing with life. It's the same thing. Some things in life are delayed, or some things in life we don't have them yet because there is certain requirements that we first need to meet before we get there. So sometimes we shouldn't only just think that God doesn't love us, or we're not doing enough, or I'm unlucky. We shouldn't just look at it from all those negative perspectives. We should also look at it from a completely different view and ask ourselves, why am I in this situation? Why is my breakthrough delayed? What is this situation trying to teach me about myself, or what is this situation really bringing into my life? It could also be that God is teaching you patience, or maybe God just wants you to know your true self so you can be fully equipped to face whatever challenges that your next chapter brings into your life, you know. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks having to wait for something. Trust me, I know. It really, really sucks because you have so many questions. One day you are very hopeful, other days you feel like, oh, it's never going to happen. But you really need to ask yourself many questions. I feel like when you are waiting for something, it's the perfect opportunity for you to learn everything you need to learn about yourself at that moment. I feel like it's the perfect opportunity for you to ask all kinds of questions. It's the perfect opportunity for you to question even something as simple as, why am I even thinking of these things today? So yeah, let's not be so quick to think that we are not doing something right, that we will never get it right. Yeah, let's, try to have that alone time. If it's prayer and fasting, so be it. If it is meditation, do what you have to do. Just really, like I said, take out the time for yourself and don't let anybody make you feel bad for it. Don't apologize for it. You don't even need to explain what you're doing in the time. You don't owe anybody anything. Each one of us has their own life to live, and each one of us are carrying something different from the next person. So do you. Focus on you. Build your own life. And just mind your own damn business. Do your own thing, man. Just do your own thing. Focus on yourself. Don't be discouraged by people's negativity or people's ill opinions. They will always be there. I know it hurts much, to have probably someone close to you, a friend, a family member, whatever. It hurts to have that person close to you not approve or not be in support of something that you're trying to do. But at the end of the day, for the fact that you have that idea or those thoughts, that on its own is an indication that you need to explore that. That on its own is an indication that you don't need to ignore it. Focus on that. Just, so many things really, we just need to look deep within ourselves. We should just not depend on people's opinions so much. So many things, some of the answers, some of the questions that we have, they just within you. You just need to just sit there. Write it down if you have to. Take a video if you have to. Just give yourself the time. Give yourself the time. Invest in yourself. You invest in yourself. At the end of the day, you need to make sure that the decisions that you make on a daily basis are in line with the vision that you have of your tomorrow, not anybody else's tomorrow. So wherever it is that you wish to see yourself tomorrow, it's definitely going to be shaped by what you do today. So your actions, your decisions, the preparation that you are currently doing is for where you wish to see yourself. So be wise. Be wise about it.